Are you looking for a fridge that packs a punch without taking up too much space? Meet the compact 12-volt APL20 from Iceco, your best friend for your day-to-day adventures. I've had this fridge running non-stop in the back of my Bronco for about 4 weeks now, so stick around as I go through all the features, the pros, the cons, and finally, who I think this fridge is perfect for. This is by far the best looking fridge that I have seen for off-roading or for overlanding. It's all aluminum construction, the latches, everything is just beautiful about this design. It just looks good. And you know, even the side handles, very well made. You got your corner protectors here, very aesthetically pleasing. It's very lightweight because of the aluminum construction, and it's a bit more compact, I think, than something with like a thick plastic sidewall. Another pro is the way they designed the lid. If you go camping with kids, I'm sure you turn around and they're slamming the lid on their fingers. Well, this has a stay open lid, so it'll pretty much stay open in any position. Maybe not if you're this close, but as soon as you open it to look, it's not gonna come slamming down on you. Now, we're gonna throw this in the con section too, because if you have kids and they never close your cooler when you go camping, this is gonna end up staying open because it's easy to stay open. So it's a pro and con, but I just like the feel of it, so I think it's a pro. It has Bluetooth control, so if you're driving and you've been trying to recharge your battery, so you kind of had the cooler shut off or you didn't have it super cool, you don't have to get out and go and push the buttons. You can change the temperature and boost it up before you get to campsite, or even turn it into freeze mode. Now, freeze mode is a pro. I like using that before we go on a trip. I'll put all my meat in the cooler. I won't put my drinks, and I'll put it in freeze mode and freeze everything. But can be a con if you forget to take it out of freeze mode, as I did. Another pro, the compressor in these is super quiet, and it also comes with a 5-year warranty. I don't think there's any other makes out there that give you a 5-year warranty on the compressor. So this is a long-term purchase. With some of my other fridges, I have to latch it down or else it doesn't keep it cold. With this, the seals, they're so beefy and well made that usually I don't have to latch it. The only time I'll latch it is if I'm taking off and I'm gonna go driving, so it doesn't bounce around. But even then, I forgot to latch it and it doesn't really bounce around anyway. So it's got really beefy seals. For me, one of the big things is size, because I have a 2-door Bronco. We also have a 4-door, but I do most of my adventures in here, and my other fridge, I'd have to put a seat down to be able to put it in. This one here, lots of room in the back, so I do really appreciate the smaller size, especially that if it's just me and Emmett, I don't need a bigger fridge. So it fits right in the back of the Bronco, and I've had it here. I haven't taken it out. It's been there for a month, and I have it plugged in my smallest power station that I have, and I'm at 80% right now. It barely takes any power. It's so efficient that just driving to work and back will charge my power station back up to 100, and the fridge won't even drain it by the next day. Like as you see right now, I'm not even using any electricity because the seals are so good, and it's at 35 Celsius right now. Barely uses any power. I'm just gonna leave it in here all the time. That way if I go to the grocery store and I get some meat or something like that, I can just throw it in and I don't have to worry about it. And it's always nice to have a cold bottle of water, pop, whatever, in the back of your Bronco, and you're always ready to go. And the biggest con of this fridge is the price. But usually when the only con for something is the price, you got to look at the pros that you get, and I think that the quality speaks for itself with this, and they hit it out of the park, and I think it's really worth paying a little bit more and having something that looks good, it's functional, it's tough, light, compact. Really, that's the only con I could think of. Everything else is kind of like, is the opposite of the plus, like the no close lid. That can be a con if you have kids. It is only a single zones, but I mean, the size is not really a con if you're looking for a compact fridge. So not really, it's just, it's great. For doing this review of their portable fridge, Iceco gave me a 12% discount that I can pass on to you guys. So if you do want to purchase this fridge, make sure you follow the link in the description and use NSB12 at checkout to get 12% off. I really do feel like this thing is the best fridge you can get out there. Don't hesitate to pick one up. I love it. The fit, finish, and function is extremely well done. This fridge is perfect for solo adventures, for people limited on space like a two-door Bronco, and let's say for day trips with the family, soccer practice, tournaments, picnics, that kind of stuff. If you regularly go for 3+ day trips with more than 2 people, I'd probably look into something a little bit bigger, like their dual zone APL35, which is pretty much the same thing, just bigger and dual zone. But for me and Emmett, when going on our overlanding trips, this fridge is perfect. If you like overlanding, off-roading, that kind of stuff, make sure you watch this video next.